Hello. Welcome. Welcome. It
Um,
is autumnal equinox today, so it's the same day and night are the same length. So you
Okay.
should spend it with us. Hang out with us. Yeah.
yeah.
Um, I'm Liz, and I'm joined by Therese, my partner in crime. Um, and we are joined by Ann Pinkava and Emily Woldenburn and Mama Nevin. See, I try to pronounce your name, unlike Tabitha, who has trouble with it. So I think she's just going to
Like,
start
whatever.
calling you Emily from now on.
Yeah.
She tries, so it's all good.
Mm.
So welcome everybody. Hope you had a good week. If you didn't, then I'm sorry and hope this week will be better. Um, yeah, that's about the excitement going on here. There. What's everybody up to? Hello, chat.
Hello.
Therese, what are you up to?
What am I doing? Well, I did have a sweater I started. Okay, so here's what happened. I started the sweater and it's the Laura pullover. So it has like a 4-inch goat neck. I don't know. And I got to the short rows and I was doing the short rows and I got called away. And when I came back, I couldn't figure out what I was doing.
I hate that.
So rather than I just didn't have as Tina says, I didn't have the ounces to deal with it. So I just put it away, and because I got the fun run coming up and I'm going to cast on a sweater for that. So in the meantime, I pulled out a whip. This is a simple thing. It's just a garter stitch. I've done it before. Garter stitch.
Ooh,
This is in Tina's Gwyneth peppermint bark.
ooh, I love that color.
And then it has edging. And that's some Wollmeise.
Ooh, pretty.
So I'm just working on garter because, garter, you don't have to think. You don't have to.
Very festive.
Yes, it'll be nice for Christmas if I get it done then. So that's what I'm working. I've been kind of meh. Like, just still meh. But hopefully the fun run will perk me up.
Yeah, because the Puritans are party people.
They were. Come on, Puritans.
I hope people got their stickers from Shark Week. They're really cool stickers.
Did.
Okay.
I like them a lot.
I need to put them on my drink thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
put them on
excited
my
when I
bag.
that they got them.
That was a fun knit along. And
It's always fun.
Puritanical Fun Run starts in October. And you guys have 1 week and a couple days left on the MAGA and the knit and white satin. They end on the 30th. So get your entries in, please, so Neil can have something to complain about.
He'll find something else, but yeah.
No, but might as well just give him one. If you
I gotta
can't,
do
if
that.
it doesn't work, if you try to submit to the forms and it doesn't work, just email him to blockmagazine@gmail.com and he will get them.
We'll get figured.
So, what's everybody else up to?
Don't all talk at once.
I'm working on one of my mini test knits. It's a baby sweater.
Ooh, oh, the baby one. That's so cute.
That's adorable.
I put the blue at the body ribbing because I thought I was going to run out of yarn, but I'm pretty sure I'm actually going to have enough, so I'm probably going to rip that back out and just do the darker brown in the ribbing like I did for the sleeve. I'm almost done with the second sleeve. But yeah.
That's so cute.
It is a cute contrast, though.
It was like weird because I was knitting away on it and doing the raglan increases, and I haven't done a kid sweater in a hot minute. I've done 2 or 3 me-size sweaters, and then I got to the point and I was like, oh, the raglan increases are done. Like, we're separating for sleeves now. Like, this. Oh, okay. Like, I went back and checked the pattern. I was like, are you sure? Are you sure this is time? And yeah,
Baby stuff goes quick.
it does.
Speaking of test knits, my flat cardigan or flat t-shirt should be out end of next week. Releasing, provided my graphic designer gets back to me. She's taking 5 college classes and works 2 part-time jobs. So
The nerves.
I give her a break.
She's got plenty of time.
What else was I going to say? Yeah, so that's coming out. So I'm very excited about that. And thanks to my test
Mhm.
knitters. Yeah, working on that. And then I actually have a finished object
Let me see.
that I've been working on for 4 months. The Elton tea
That's long for you.
by Hohi. Well, I was only working on it on the podcast for the body.
Mm.
So it's supposed to be fingering weight and lace weight, but I just held two fingering weights together. But I am going to make the cardigan, which with Tina's um, budget for blueberries yarn, and she dyed up some of her lace weight for me. So that's my Christmas present to me.
I hear
My daughter's
baby.
getting a cardigan, and then my son's either getting a cardigan or a crocheted blanket, whichever he wants first, since he's hopefully going away to grad school.
I'd vote for the blanket because it's quicker.
I would too. Yeah, well, not the size blanket he wants, but I've had the yarn for a couple of years. I just haven't actually done anything with it, so I'll probably do that for him and surprise him for Christmas. And then I have my yarn for the fun run,
Yeah,
which
mine's
is this lovely yarn from Tina, the As I Am Now So You Must Be, and I'm holding it with this color work.
Ooh.
I know the bright one's not puritanical, but it really the contrast it looks good for color work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then my other
Also, can I say again that I love that name? That is a hard Puritan name. That is
definitely.
beautiful. Perfect. It's a whole dang phrase in there.
And since I'm copying Shauna, I'm doing the Stephen West MCOW. At least I'm going to cast on this time. I didn't do it last year because that's the year before and the year
Yeah.
before that. So these three plus this is my
Ooh.
pop of color,
Yes.
and then this is my mohair
Yeah.
top.
Okay.
Oh,
with
you
it,
know I
so-
love that. Yeah.
That's
so-
beautiful.
It looks
Yeah,
so
I
good.
found you can get a lot of fun, funky mohair on Etsy,
Oh, really?
and they're like $3 or $4 a skein, and you pay a couple dollars on
What?
shipping. This one came from California. I think it was 9 something with the shipping. I mean, it's only 50 grams, but or 25 grams, but that's all you need for the
Yeah.
Yeah.
project. But there's a lot of not just solid mohair, so I thought that was cool. And then Anne, I had to do some surgery on my blanket.
Oh no, what happened?
Calculated the yardage. I was working on that, and I realized that if I made it as wide as it needed to be for as tall as it was, I was going to have to break into another skein of yarn of each color.
Uh-huh.
And I didn't want to buy another skein of yarn of each color, so I
Sure.
cut back the top row.
Okay.
So it's still pretty big. I mean,
Yeah.
it's still pretty big.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'm on the second half. I have 5 more columns to do,
Uh-huh.
and then a border.
It doesn't look like coffins because it's so
Colorful. Yeah.
full. Yeah.
I'm just a little
I
in
like it.
shock at how much knitting you've got done on there.
It's garter though. You just sit down, an hour, you do a coffin, you go
That's
do
true.
something around the house, and you sit down, you do another coffin.
It is. It's garter, and once you kind of get the pattern in your head, it just goes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just have to remind yourself which direction you're knitting in, and if you're doing it upwards or downwards. But it's a really great pattern. It's simple, super relaxing as long as you pay attention. And
It's also really forgiving, though, if you miss an increase or decrease. Ask me how I know.
it is. There was a couple times I was like, am I going to go back and do another row, or I'm just going to fudge it and let's move on? So
Yeah.
I'm the only one who knows. So
Fudging it for the win.
exactly. So yeah, so that's it. And then I have my shawl that I work on the podcast now that the t-shirt's done, because it's garter and it's mindless. So yeah, that's my knitting for the week.
Great. Well, I haven't got the coffin quilt pattern out yet, and I feel bad, but I had a really busy week, and there's some numbers that I still have to sit there and make sure they're all.
To be fair, October 1st would be like, that would be a
Yes.
good time to just release it then.
Yes, I really want it out by October. but
I'll get the weights, grams and stuff for you once
excellent.
I
Thank
finish
you.
that for the size I'm making. I just have to do measure the how
Yeah.
long and how the width will be. But
Yeah, there's surprising amount of math involved, which math is hard.
yeah, I was trying to do it in my head the other night, and I'm like, but there's 3 different shapes and
Yeah.
they're different grams, and I'm trying to add them all. I'm like, you know what? I'll just wait and write it down and use a calculator.
hmm Yeah, I did
You
a
know,
bit of that too with my blanket. And I'm like, okay, so if you do a blanket my size, size of the one that I did, using the same amount of weight of yarn, it should all come out to this. Except for the fact that not all the fingering weight yarn I used was created equal. So some of them came out at this weight, and so if you use all the same yarn with this much yardage, it should be a total of this. However, mine was this, and it was like that whole
yeah.
like, look, guys, it's gonna be a big old blanket. I'm gonna have to ask you to
Well, yeah, it's like the half coffins are for me are 8 grams, the full ones are 16, and then the third ones are 6. So then I have to go back and calculate how many I made. I think it's 5.5 long, and then or 5 1/3 long, and then it's going to be 12 full, and then the 2 halves on the end. I'm very excited because I really like it a lot, and it's warm, which is always good.
I like it. But yeah, I am working on this sweater. I'm at the bottom edge here. I will get to the last couple stitches and flip it around proper. But I'm at the bottom edge of the sweater, and then I just need to put the sleeves and the collar on. Still working on the coffins. Still have another project thing I'm working on, which is another, the math is killing me, guys. I'm not cut up this, but
I love that cardigan so
that
much.
is
That
so
is so fun. You've gone through that really fast.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's stockinette. But yeah,
I love the colors though. They're very, like Tree said last week, they're very
The
synchronicity album
synchronicity
cover.
sweater. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun to make it. And I went to a fiber fair this past weekend.
Ooh.
You did?
I'm jealous.
I'm pretty excited. So I really like each of these yarns, but I'm not sure if they go together. It's all it's called Cato Yarn Co. But like these are really beautiful. I think they go
I
better
love
in
those.
person than they do on
They
purpose.
go together.
Yeah.
They
I
go
know.
together
In person,
fine.
I'm not quite sure but they're just beautiful. They're very lots of very autumny tones. And this gal, a couple of the skeins that I used for the coffin quilt were from her. They were her autumn colors last year. I'm like, I love these. Anyways,
They
so I
go
have
together.
but yeah, I don't know what I'm making with them yet. That's the problem of having 3 separate skeins. So if I want to do another sweater similar to this or something else, and I also got some opal sock yarn because why not?
Ooh.
Of course.
Of
Always.
course. You gotta keep yourself stocked.
Nice.
But
I know you like the opal yarn.
I do. You need some socks and things. But I didn't do something smart like buy black yarn, for the up knit along. There was some very pretty black tweed that I should have just gone for.
Ooh.
Yeah, but I don't have a project. Like I could have done a shawl. I could do a big morning shawl. That would have been awesome. But did I?
I want to knit one of those.
Yeah.
It's a big cozy
I'm gonna knit
shawl.
I'm gonna knit a birds of the feather at some point in black lacy yarn, so it can be a big
Ooh.
morning shawl,
That'd be nice.
like the one Joe did.
Yeah, I also got a little mini opal, which is expensive.
Oh.
And it's really cute though. And I got a small egg. I didn't know until the moment that I saw the little fried egg stitch marker that I needed it, but I did.
As you do.
Anyways,
As you do.
So yeah, that's what I've been working on. Playing with stuff, having a grand old time.
Joan, what are you doing?
I'm working on my Halloween blanket. I don't think it's going to get done on time.
Mm, considering you're working on like 5 blankets at a time, I can't.
I'm working on
imagine
too
that.
many things. But I have been putting a lot of work into the Battenberg that I'm making for my dog. So
Now, I have a question on that. Do you knit the colored squares separate and then you join as you go when you knit the white ones? Is that how
Right.
it works?
I crochet.
Okay.
It's a crochet.
Well, I meant crochet.
No, that I mean
Okay.
that's fine. I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, I crochet. I have a whole box of color squares, and so I just crochet color squares, and I was starting to get to just the drab ones, so I was like, I need to be making some pretty ones again. So I just kind of reach my hand in there and grab. And that's so hard for me. I'm usually a person that like, okay, we're going to put blue here and then we're going to put red here. And it's very hard for me to do random. So
I get that. This blanket, I kind of had a plan, but now it's become kind of more random, and it's really, really difficult because I don't see it in my head the way it's going to be, like you would if you knew what the color scheme was, and it's really difficult.
right.
So I totally get the.
I have suffered for this blanket because it's so against my nature to not know what color I'm going to use next. You know, I turned my AC off, but I'm going to have to go turn it back on. I'll be right back.
So Emily, what else have you been doing besides test knitting?
I mean, like I feel like all of the things I've been working on have been test knits. I finally finished my double speak pullover for Amy, so I got that one done. I just need to figure out pictures for that to try and be on theme for the magazine. But so I finished that one. I've got needle socks that I've been test knitting. I finished one of those, and then got the baby sweater. I signed up for one test knit. It's got a really long deadline. It's not until January, but it is this gorgeous cardigan. Like I had to sign up for it. I was just like, this is ridiculous. I already have like 6. I technically have 7 test knits at the moment. But I was like, I'm mostly done with a couple of these. Like,
I won't bug you for a while.
but yeah, it's this. Let me see. It's this cardigan that has tulips on it, and it's got the color work has cables in it too, and it's gonna involve steeking, and I've never done that, and I was like, I have to. I'm gonna have to knit it on like size 1 needles because of the gauge and its fingering weight, so it's gonna take a while. But the deadline's not until January, so I'm like, this will be fine. It'll be okay. But it was kind of fun because I've never actually like purchased like fancy yarn for a test knit before. I always use stuff that I already have, or I make a run to Hobby Lobby. But for this one, I needed a very specific type of yarn. I needed a non-superwash yarn, which I don't really have like any of that because it's steeking, so you want woolier wool that's gonna stick better. And so I had to make an order, and so I was like going on there and trying to find the yarn that I wanted to get, and like having my husband like help me pick out colors for the flowers, and then it was from I think it's Little Knits or something, where if you spent $100 then you get free shipping, and so we were like adding a couple more things in there. My husband's like, I could do with a hat, and so I'm like, okay, we'll put some yarn for that in there.
Little Knits is great.
Yeah, they are.
I've never ordered from them before. Yeah.
If you like Malabrigo, fabulous yarn, you get free shipping.
Oh.
And
Malabrigo yarn.
They have a lot of Noros.
Yeah, Little Knit has a lot too. A lot of selection.
Yeah. I've never really noticed them before. I think Shauna recommended them in one of the Telegram groups, and so then I was perusing the site, and I was like, oh, at some point this would be fun to get something, and then shortly thereafter the test knit came up, and I was like, and if I get in, we're doing this.
They're big on opal yarns too, I believe.
Oh.
They have a lot of different.
Are they in the U.S.?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was the thing where I was specifically trying to find somewhere in the U.S. that I could order from because I was like, I didn't want to have to mess with anything
Eat,
else. I was
Sleep,
like,
and Knit is good because they accumulate your yardage when you make purchases, and after you have so much yardage, you get coupons like
oh,
$25 off your next purchase type thing.
Who's
They
this?
have a
awesome.
Eat, Sleep, Knit in Georgia,
Oh yeah.
and they charge $6 for shipping. Just $6.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Regardless. Um, so I've ordered from them some, and Woolen Company, they have a huge selection too, like of fancy yarns that you might, if you're looking for something, specific for a shawl or
Mhm.
something, and they wind your skeins for free.
Wow.
Oh.
So, but they're not the cheapest yarn. So
That is the thing. I haven't had to purchase like a sweater's quantity of because I have realized that I am somebody that knits a lot with very bright and colorful yarns, and so I just don't have a lot of like solid colored sweaters, and I don't have like entire sweater quantity of like solid colored yarns. And so then I've realized that there's a few different patterns that I've really been wanting to knit that I need solid colored yarn for, and so I was like, okay, I'm gonna have to start looking and researching and finding a place to get a sweater quantities of yarns, and I was like, I did not realize how expensive it is to buy a whole sweater quantity of yarn at once. I'm like, ouch.
I got some Timu yarn that I was going to knit with DK weight. They're Rowan.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
It's very soft. It's alpaca, but I was going to knit a sweater for my son, but it's too stretchy.
Mm.
And I know for something he's going to wear every day with a backpack, it's
Oh,
not going to work out.
yeah.
So I ended up getting some Barocco vintage because it's machine washable
Yep.
and it's
Yeah.
partially acrylic, so it'll hold up better for what he's going to
Mm-hmm.
use it for. He's very good about not washing his hand knits, but he's going to be away at grad school, and the one less thing he has
Yeah.
to worry about. But it has enough wool quantity so it won't hurt my hands to use to knit with.
I've used that vintage base a good amount. I've used the baby one, and then the vintage sock. I've actually used a good
Mm-hmm.
amount because I really like it. I knit my husband a pair of socks with them, and he'll wear them like in his shoes to work and everything. And those socks have held up so well. There were a couple of socks that I knit him. I'm trying to remember what brand it was, but he was like wearing holes in the heels, like it seemed almost overnight, sort of a thing. Like they were wearing out so quickly. But then the Barocco vintage sock one, they almost look like brand new still, and I knit them like a couple years ago. Like they have
Good.
held up.
My MCAL's Cascade because
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have a lot of the same colors that would work, and they're $10 a skein, so I didn't feel so bad. That way,
Yeah.
if I don't end up finishing it and I reuse the yarn for something else, I won't feel bad about it.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, unlike 2 years ago, the cow that shall not be named.
Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum.
Okay, now I want you to name it and tell me the story.
It was this. What was the actual name of it? Because I only know Neil's name for it.
Oh, is it
It was the one with the clue.
The one with
It
the
was the one with the
pinwheel.
clue.
Yeah.
Neil
Oh.
refers to it as the swastika,
Yeah.
because that's what people saw when they saw Clue 1, even though it was just a pinwheel.
So when I was at the fiber fair, there was a shawl that was, that shawl, but they had done a granny square middle, and I'm like, cowards. And I get that it's your shop sample and everything, but still.
I had someone send me the first video. She kept it and sent it to me. So because I bought the pattern, but I didn't have the real part
Mhm.
one.
I downloaded the first video, I think, after he was going to pull it,
Ugh.
but I never finished it. I just it wasn't enjoyable anymore with all the mess, and I was like, you know what? I'd rather spend my time doing something that.
Mm-hmm.
And I get why he did what he did. However, if he had just made an alternative clue and left it out that and said, "Hey, here's an alternative if you don't like the first one, I would have been totally okay. But when he started
Yeah.
going after people for knitting the first one, I was just, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
So I use the yarn for other things.
I've never actually knit one of his patterns, but watching Shauna's video, I was very tempted.
Mm-hmm. She's got some good ones that are not.
Only true knitfluencer. Anytime she does anything, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Why do you think
I
I'm
know.
doing it? Because I did shawlography, which I loved.
Yeah.
That was the only one I did, and I love the videos because he talks you through step by step
Mhm.
Yeah.
every single section. He shows you his little tricks, and he's just so positive. It's like, oh, you're off stitches. Don't worry, just add a few or take a few away. It's fine. It's not written in stone. It's fine. So it's very uplifting, especially for if you new to new techniques and you're worried about messing up. And I loved that one. So I tried it
Yeah.
the next year, and that was the
Mm.
messed up one. And I didn't like the one the year after, the twist and turns. Teresa and I started that one, and then
Mhm.
we didn't get past clue 2 on that
Well,
one.
because there's little weird things at the bottom. I was like, I don't want to do
Yeah.
those. And
Yeah,
so
the
then,
weird tail things.
right. And so then it's like, well, then it's going to look weird without them. And I just,
Yeah, that was not a fun shape. But the
no.
one last year, I love Shauna's. It's gorgeous.
Oh, with the little half circle things. It's very
hmm
pretty.
Mhm.
So I figured if I use neutral colors, it won't be so crazy.
Well, and that's the thing, you got to think outside his box and look at other colors.
Yeah.
That's like what Yo-Yo's done. Our friend Yo-Yo, she's knit several of his shawls in solids. And when you look at them,
Mhm.
especially the really textured ones, they're really gorgeous because he's really good about designing with all the different textures and stuff. But with the crazy colors he uses, sometimes you don't see it and it turns you off the pattern. But when you see it in a neutral or in a solid, it's like really pretty. So, I'm going to start it, and at least half my colors are dark enough, I think, to qualify for the fun run. So black and dark gray.
Mhm.
The other was medium gray. It might be dark enough. I don't know. If not, it's okay.
Maybe he'll surprise you and put a mermaid in there. It'll work out.
That's true.
You never know.
When does the first clue come out?
Next
The
week sometime, I
second?
guess.
I think it might be the second.
I don't ever knit his shawls unless I know what they're going to look like.
Mm-hmm.
But I love watching his videos when they come out.
Oh, yeah.
I do too. Even the shawls that haven't been mystery shawls, chances are he's got a video on YouTube that you can look up about it. Because a couple of times I've knit some of his older shawl patterns and I had questions and I just looked on YouTube and he had videos like how to do different techniques.
Mm-hmm.
You almost can knit it without buying the pattern. He gives you so much information. But I don't want to do that because, he needs to make money too and keep going. So.
Sure.
Yeah, and I mean the shawl's what, $10, but you get all the videos with it. So to my mind, it's very affordable. As long as it's not a controversial one that he changes in the middle of.
I bet you he'll be real careful.
Yeah.
I'm sure. What annoys me is all the people complaining about that. We're not going on Ravelry complaining about all the knitted pinwheel patterns that have existed on there for years.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a lot.
Yeah.
So that was annoying.
Well, they're selective about what they're outraged,
Mm-hmm.
That is true.
Sorry.
Must be exhausting to spend that much time outraged.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't be healthy.
True, Liz. True.
I mean, some of these people, I don't understand why they knit because they're always so miserable talking about it, and doing it, and complaining about it. It's like,
Yeah.
if it's that awful, find another hobby.
Yeah. Do something else.
Yeah. Go do jewelry making or something, Do gardening. Go touch soil.
Go breathe outside air.
Yeah, go breathe. Get out in the sunshine.
Some of them are very unhappy with knitting.
That's sad. That's sad
Yeah.
to be that unhappy in general.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
mean, I get being frustrated with a specific project. We all go through that.
Yeah,
Or if
we
you
all,
don't have time to
yeah.
finish something, that's normal. But to be
Yeah.
constantly online looking and
I'm
seeking
going,
out things to
this,
complain about
yeah, this
instead
looks
of
like
spending that
this.
time
You
actually
shouldn't be
knitting,
making that. It's like,
that tells me they don't really enjoy knitting very much.
Yeah.
well, here's my question. Now, I have been known to use some salty language in my time. But the thing that I notice is all these people that are so intelligent only have one word that they use.
Mhm.
And it's like, if you're so intelligent, can't you find a different word to express that?
Expand the vocabulary just a little bit.
Yeah, clearly our school system is lacking in that regards.
It's
Well,
not
I know
that stuff. Yeah.
when I grew up, in the 60s and 70s, that if somebody said that word, it was like, oh.
Yeah.
And now it's just like saying hello.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sorry.
I,
Back end with outfit change. I don't know if anybody noticed, but I just totally like spilt my tea, like all
Oh
over
no.
oh
That's
no,
what the
Anne.
little gasp was about. I have this habit, and normally, I think this might be the first time it's properly happened. I will sit cross-legged and then sit my cup on my knee.
Mm-hmm.
That did not work for me today. On all other days, I've been doing this for years. It's been okay. Not today.
Not today, Anne. Not today.
I know. So,
Yeah, I curse now.
Yeah.
I worked with a lot of guys when I worked in the gallery system, and there was a lot of cursing, so I picked up their
Yeah.
language. But I never ever cursed to my parents. I think I said shit to my dad once, and I was an adult with children, and he called me out on my language. And I never would have cursed to my mom the way these people, like you see people on videos and stuff talking to their parents. I'm
Mhm.
thinking, just no, my mother would have gone ballistic.
No, I mean, if people say stuff, whatever, that's fine. It's like, come on, guys. If you're so intelligent, find other words.
Yeah, if you dislike me and how I think so much, put in the effort to use some adjectives besides just that word. Okay, it's crazy.
Well, I mean, I am not blameless. I remember the first time my kids ever heard me use the F word. It was a big deal. A big deal. And I mean, I don't say it very often, but I was so mad that morning about all the people calling off and everything. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. And my son went, he said, as soon as I left, he went, Steve? And the other one went, I know, I heard.
My mom never cursed except when she had her stroke,
Mm-hmm.
and the only words that were coming out were curse words.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that's because your brain's working so hard to get the words out
Mm-hmm.
that it goes to curse words you say usually with a lot of emotion. And those were the
Mhm.
only words that was coming out. And she was cursing the nurses. And my dad kept apologizing. He's like, I'm so sorry she doesn't talk like that. And the nurse is like, we know, we get it. We totally understand because she couldn't get normal words out. It took her like 2 days before she could talk normally. But it was my sister and I were cracking up because we had never heard my mom talk like that. And we're in the hospital room just kind of laughing at everything she said. And she was like, got her voice back. And she was so mortified that she had spoken that way.
Bless her heart.
Yeah.
so I kind of crack up. Not to give the game away too much, but my mom and brother and I have a group chat where we send memes to each other. And the amount of times where I see a meme and I go, haha, that's a little spicy though. Don't want to send that to my mother. And then she sends that later. I'm like, oh, wow. Okay. Doing those jokes now.
It is weird seeing your parents kind of grow up with you to some degree to then like be an adult, and then it's like the things that they're okay with now that they were not okay with when you were a kid. And you're just like, okay.
Like, oh, all right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my mother-in-law was evidently a strict mom, but with her grandkids, they walk all over her. And I just sit there and laugh. I'm like, to my husband, I thought you said your mom wouldn't let you guys do stuff like that. He goes, well, she didn't, but now evidently she's a different person. And it's perfectly okay for the grandkids to just walk up and take someone's food and start eating it. And she'll be like, or their water. My nieces used to just grab whoever's drink and just drink from it, which is kind of rude. Even for toddlers, you should teach them, don't
Yeah.
take someone's drink without
Yeah.
asking. And no,
That's
my
just 'cause
they
toddlers
just walk
always
up
have
to my
back rubs.
mother-in-law, take the water bottle out of her hand, and drink from it, and she's perfectly okay with it. My husband's like, she never would have been okay with that growing up.
Trying to see if mine comes in here to see what's going on.
I think it's never too young to start teaching your kids good manners and gun safety if you have guns in the house.
We don't have that one. Good manners is a daily struggle.
It is, but they learn and they learn from
Yeah.
watching. So if they see you have good manners, they'll have good manners.
That's the cutest thing where it's like my little 3-year-old and he'll like randomly he'll do something like I don't know, I'll give him something. He'll ask me for something or whatever, or like we're just playing and I'll hand him a toy over that he hasn't even asked for, and he goes, "Oh, thank you, mommy." And I'm like, "You're very welcome. I'll do anything for you." It was so funny because yesterday I've been doing some sewing, so I just finished a dress, and so I was wearing it for the first time yesterday. And I come walking out the living room, and my husband and my toddler are sitting on the couch together, and my toddler just looks at me and he goes, "Hi, mommy. I like your dress." And I was thank you. Like he's at that age now where he's like really starting to like do his own thing, like just be like more like his own person. Like he's not just copying everything we do or whatever, or being like a baby. He's becoming a little boy. And so it was just the cutest thing ever. I was just like, and my husband and I we just like look at each other. We're like,
yeah. Yeah, that's the fun age. It's when they start becoming the person who thinks they don't have to listen.
yeah.
That 4 and 5 age.
Mm-hmm. My sister has her boys, so we kind of staggered them. So she's got a 5-year-old, and then we both have 3-year-olds, but her 3-year-old is like 6-7 months older than my 3-year-old, and then she has an almost 2-year-old, and then I have my 1-year-old, so they're kind of staggered. And so she'll tell me that we're like her 3-year-old is like in that phase, and she'll just be like, "Oh man, wait until you get to this point, because whoo boy, we have some moments."
Yeah, mine was when my kids were little, my son's older, he spoke for his sister. So anytime we asked them if they wanted, what do you want for lunch? What do you want to watch? He would answer. And she just went along with it. She could talk. She just was calm, she didn't care too much. She just let him go along with it for a couple of years, and then she finally started saying, "No, I don't want that." But for a while, he was getting everything he wanted because he got her to agree.
We had trouble with my youngest. He would believe his brother over us.
Oh.
So, like, he would say something and he'd go, "Right, Scott?" So, and what he was doing with homework and stuff is he would ask his brother, and his brother was telling him how to do stuff.
Oh no.
We had to put a stop to that. But it did kind of work out because things, when we wanted him to do something, we'd go, "Scott, come here. Go tell him this."
Yeah, you learn to play them off against each other really young. So I came home from work at 11 o'clock at night and found out my son had cut my daughter's hair.
Oh no.
And I found out they were in bed because,
Ooh.
but there was a pile of hair on the floor. What the? So the next morning she comes up and it only had one side. He didn't cut the other side. He only cut one
Of
side.
course.
And it was very short. And I'm like, sweetie, why did you let your brother cut your hair? He told me he knew what he was doing. Well, he didn't. So we had to take her and get it. And she had this short little pixie cut because that's all that was left. And so
Oh
we shaved
man.
his head, or as low as you could, like the lowest clippers.
Yeah.
And we told him that until her hair grew back, he couldn't have his hair longer because he chose to cut her hair. And he kept begging to wear a hat to school. He was only in first grade, and he or fourth or kindergarten. He wanted to wear a hat to school. My husband would not let him because he said that's part of your punishment because you knew you shouldn't be around the scissors. And so we would take him to the park, and all the teachers and the moms would rub his head, his little fuzzy head, and tell him how cute he was. So then it wasn't a punishment. So then he started asking for his hair short. It's like, well, that backfired on us big time because he was just like, all the moms and teachers thought he was just adorable with his short hair.
Yeah.
But yeah, he convinced her he knew what he was doing, and she went along with it. And that was like the last time, I think.
When I was in school, way back in the dark ages, these two boys made a bet that they would each shave their heads. And this one kid had straight hair, and he went home and shaved his head. His friend chickened out. So when his hair grew back, though, it was all curly. It was crazy.
That's what happened when my sister and I got our ears pierced. I wanted my ears pierced a little bit, but I didn't really care, so I didn't make a big deal about it. My parents said she couldn't have hers pierced unless I got mine pierced because they were only going to go once. And,
Okay.
and I didn't really care one way or the other, but she annoyed me because she picked out the little earrings that I wanted, and so I made her go first. Or no, I went first, but I told her you don't feel anything.
Oh.
So you lied.
I'm like, you don't even feel a thing. It's great. And then she was so mad at me because I had lied. I'm like, well, you didn't have to believe me. But, it was just like, I didn't really care. So it wasn't a big deal to me. So I was just like, whatever, I'll get them done. And she was so mad that I didn't tell her that, you actually felt the gun going through. I'm like, well, you shouldn't, treat me bad. We didn't get him pierced. I didn't get him pierced till I was in middle school because my mom was allergic to everything but 14 karat gold. So she couldn't wear any fashion earrings or any cheap earrings. So she was afraid we would have that problem.
Yeah.
So she waited until we were older. But
I had a really hard time with getting my ears pierced because my mom and dad did it when we were pretty little. Like, you could buy the little kits at that point and you could just do it, sort of a thing. Like, it would come with the little guns or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they did it for me and my sisters. And then I, like, flinched on one side. And so one of the holes went crooked. And so it had a really, really hard time healing up. And I'm guessing I must have just had really, really sensitive skin, whatever, because it was, I always had a problem ear for like a good while. And then at some point it just closed back up, and it just, like, even after when it should have been fine, like, the hole was closed back up. So then I was able to get them re-pierced, I think when I was like 12 or 13 or something. Like, I was a good bit older, and those, like, holes, they never healed up. Like, they just stayed, like, open or whatever, and so then they ended up closing up. And then I think for my 17th birthday, my parents took me another time because I really wanted to be able to have my ears pierced, and that time, for whatever reason, was fine. It worked. Like, it was okay, but for whatever reason, I had, like, the hardest time getting my ears pierced. Like, my sisters were fine.
Up.
Like,
mine closed up when I stopped wearing them every day.
Yeah, I got to put earrings in mine again because I got them pierced because my husband bought me earrings for our anniversary, our 30th, and I got them pierced for that, and then I haven't worn them that much lately. I need to go put them in.
My husband re-pierced mine with one of those little kits like you were talking about we got from Amazon. and he just put it right where the hole was before, and they went through. And then I wore them for 6 weeks without taking them out, turning them every day so that the holes will stay.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that was the funny thing is like we tried doing that and it just I don't know what it was that I was sensitive to the metal or whatever, but it was just ornery. And I don't know why then it suddenly worked for the last one. I don't remember if we did something different or special for the last time, but it was weird.
I used to have 5 in one ear, but back in the 90s. But I let them close up when I got a real job
Yeah.
because they didn't appreciate them.
I had
Back in the
2.
day
but-
where they could tell you, how to dress and what kind of jewelry and stuff you could wear to work.
I had 2 holes, but my second ones have closed up years ago.
Yeah. Both of my I think maybe all 3 of my sisters now have the 2 holes, but I was like after all the trouble to just get one, I was like we're good.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I've hardly been wearing earrings anymore because children like to yank on them, and it's one of those like weird like paranoid things where it's like I can just imagine them like ripping it out, and I'm like nope. I'd rather just do without.
I've seen that happen. A girl I used to work with used to wear the big hoops,
Mm-hmm.
and one of our friend's sons accidentally ripped it through because he was 1.5 at the time, and she kept letting him play with it. And we kept telling her, "Don't let him play with the earrings. Don't let him play with the earrings." And she wouldn't listen. And then we were just like, "Well, we told you."
Nope.
They have these flat back earrings that I got off of Amazon, which are great. You can leave them in and sleep in them because they don't. They don't hit the back of your.
Yeah, that's been my problem even with like the studs.
Yeah, I need to get some of those.
Yeah, I got them on Amazon. It was like $14 for a whole bunch of different sized ones. And then they're great because you don't have to worry about them stabbing you.
Stabbing your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So does everybody but Anne have their project planned for politically incorrect puritanical knitting fun run?
I do.
I think so. I think I'm gonna do a Tulsa tee/sweater. I have this. Let's see if I can reach it. Yeah, sparkly yarn from Hobby Lobby that's got a little bit of a sparkle to it. It's a discontinued one, and it's like a really fine fingering weight. So I need to swatch with it and see if I can even get gauge with it or close enough.
I have to go get a needle. I'll be right back.
I'm going to do a flax sweater without the garter arms.
Of course, because we always do that one that way.
And I figured out a website that would let me put the beading on. So I have put this on, put it here. Now put it here.
Oh, nice.
I need to be told where to put it. Here's my problem, though, because there's always a problem. When I originally wanted to do this sweater, it's because I had these beads that were this like bluish green, beautiful color. But the beads were too small for the yarn. So I went to Hobby Lobby, and of course they didn't have that color in the bigger beads. So I found these other beads, and they're like blue and purples and clear, and they're okay, they're fine. Well, now I put them somewhere safe, and I can't find them.
Oh no.
So
that's the story of my life.
Now I have to find other beads, and I have some other beads. They're more like yellow and gold, golden, not gold, but golden color and like an orangish and clear. So I might use those. And I know that as soon as I start that and put the beads on, I will find the other ones. So
I hit the wrong button.
It happens.
Here's what, Liz, these are all my color squares.
Oh, wow.
So but every now and again I have to replenish.
See, I don't know if I could do 1,400 squares that little.
Yeah.
1,600.
Oh, 1,600. I think my brain would
40,
just stop.
40 by 40.
Yeah, no, my brain I don't think would.
Oh,
I would get so far and then just not be able to do anymore.
when I figured out how many I had to do, I was like, what have I done? So I'm hoping that it winds up like kind of being bigger than I thought. So we'll see.
Well, hopefully it'll get bigger when it blocks.
Oh, acrylic.
Oh, it's acrylic.
No, it actually is superwash wool. So yeah, maybe.
That usually grows.
Yeah, I don't usually block blankets though.
No.
No, but when it gets washed, it'll stretch out some.
Yeah.
Throw it in the dryer.
Sure, that'll work. That was Tabitha's thing back in the day.
Mm-hmm. That was
Throw it in the dryer.
Yeah.
That and the cadaver dogs. The caviar dogs.
Accusations.
Yeah,
Cadaver.
caviar dogs.
Caviar dogs.
When
Yeah,
she
hadn't talked about them in a while.
when she showed her actual stash, I was just like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she hasn't been building it that long.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I'm starting to, as I'm creeping up in age, I start to get a little anxious about what's in that room. Because it's not just yarn. There's also fabric and there's fiber and there,
Yeah.
And so now I'm starting to get a little twitchy about maybe I need to start figuring out a plan for this stuff.
Yeah. I just keep telling my daughter-in-laws, sorry, I know you're going to have to deal with this when I die.
Well, that's why I was glad when Alyssa took up crochet, because I'm like, okay, the yarn is squared away. That whatever.
Yeah. I have two nieces who know how to knit, so they will get the yarn.
I really need
Renee said she offered Tabitha yarn the other day because she doesn't think she's going to use it, and she's like, nope, I'm good.
When are they doing that? Is it next week they're doing the show?
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's Thursday. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I won't. I will be. Well, I mean, I'm home from work anyway, but I won't have to pay attention to work.
No.
So.
Well, it should be interesting. And that Autumn lady has made at least Tina and some of the other conservative people lots of money. So didn't work out the way she figured.
No.
Hey, I got 3 new subscribers out of it. So I'll take it.
Well, it just cracks me up because people are harassing and bullying me by posting your own post. Like it's actually bullying and harassing people. So I don't,
Yeah.
that's your MO.
Yeah. You're the one that made the list, lady.
Yep.
I was very disappointed I didn't make the list.
Don't worry about it.
Oh, I lost a subscriber. Oh well.
Mm-hmm.
That
a lot of that's YouTube though, because we'll bounce back 2 or 3 subscribers, and then
we did get a few on Instagram though. So that was
I don't know.
nice.
I don't even keep track of that. I'm just like I had somebody, and a lot of times it happens on Instagram. I'll make a comment on somebody's post, and I got people coming after me, and I get the notifications, and I'm just like, I don't have time to go back and argue with people. Like I posted something on Twitter about the speeches that were going on yesterday, and somebody had to come at me and with a bunch of, I don't even know what it was, gobbledygook. And I'm just like, you know what? Just let it go. I don't have time to argue with these people
Yeah.
who, you know.
Yeah, I only respond to yarn and knitting posts on Instagram. I don't. I mean, I follow some other stuff, but I don't ever post. I will post on YouTube videos. It's more than anything else.
Yeah.
Comments. And that's just some of the crazy people who get arrested. I don't know if you watched the one I sent you today, Therese, but the woman
Not
who has
yet.
the voice of
I'm saving it
she has
for.
she has the voice of a Muppet.
Oh boy.
Yeah. There's some crazy, like one I saw was an airport one, and the lady had made a scene. She had spilled her water, which I guess turned out to be vodka, and people were like, she wasn't even helping to clean it up, and other people around her were. And someone said, this is your mess. You could, because some guy slipped and fell, and she was giving them a hard time and threatening him, and so they called the cops, and the airline wasn't going to let her fly. And the cops like, we need to take you to a different terminal so you can try to book a flight. And she says, well, can you carry my bags? He's like, I'm not your maid.
What?
He says, I'm not your maid. And she goes, well, I'm not your slave. He goes, they're your bags. Like, carry your own damn bags. And it's like, they ended up carrying her bags because they had to manhandle her out because she wouldn't walk like a grown up. And then that rich lady, the lady in the green tracksuit who got on the plane after they told her she couldn't. She went down the jetway and pushed her way up. She was nuts, that one. She was racist and nuts and just like too good. They needed to take her to the right jail, with the right kind of people.
I can't imagine
part of the riffraff
being that drunk that you act like that, for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
When I saw last night, they wouldn't let her fly because she refused to check her carry-on because they ran out of space to put carry-ons because, sometimes they run out of the space. So they told her she had to check it. And she went off on them because it's a carry-on and she just flew in for another flight. So clearly they're stupid. And she was drunk. Do you have anything to drink? Like 3 wines. And before that, 2. And then she's going on how she has to court date the next day. So she has to get there for her court date. And I'm thinking, if I had a court date that I had to fly to, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't pitch a fit and get arrested the day beforehand.
Yeah,
right.
2 court dates.
Yeah.
But she was just nuts. She couldn't understand what was going on. And they're like, and she's going on and on and on. That she just had a carry-on. And they're like, but you're not understanding. You had to check the carry-on. No, I don't. It's a carry-on. Clearly it's a carry-on. Like, but you're not understanding because, drunk people, you have to say the thing 50 times and they still don't understand.
No.
And she kept going on and on about a court date. And I'm like, well, if you were worried about your court date, you might have maybe shouldn't have misbehaved.
Like act like a normal person.
Yeah.
I am gonna have to jump off because my baby very much wants to go to bed. His naps are all over the place.
Aww.
He's in that phase, trying to drop down to one nap, and he's not ready to drop down to one nap. And so then
I feel him. I'm the same way.
Yeah. Once they stop napping, your life is over.
Yep.
It really is.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming, though.
Yeah. No, I'm glad it
Love
worked out.
having you.
October is going to be nuts. We've got a number of different trips. My husband's got some work trips. We've got a family vacation. Like, it's going to be all over the place. So I was like, okay, I need to try and jump on at least once or twice before then, because
I don't know how you did as much knit as you do. When my kids were little like that, I didn't do anything.
I have trained them that I just knit when they're around, and I do a lot of intentional ignoring them so they learn how to play by themselves.
You have to. I mean, they have to be able to entertain themselves.
Yep.
And it was great when my son learned to read because his kindergarten teacher had them read their little books 3 times. And so he would read it to one of us, whichever parent was home. He would read it to his sister, and he would read it to the dog. And the dog would just sit there and listen. And of course, I'm listening in, or my husband's listening in, so he's doing it right. But that was great because he totally entertained his little sister reading to her. So it killed, distracted both of them. So it gave me a little break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that's been the hardest part, is that with the two of them in this stage that they are in, potty training and dropping naps and stuff, where it's like there's not a lot of breaks, and I'm about as introverted as an introvert can possibly be, and so that's been the struggle here recently, is just trying to figure out how to function as an extreme introvert when you don't get any break moments. And I'm like,
Mhm.
okay, it's just a season. We'll get through it until the next season happens.
But yeah, sorry to jump in while you're jumping off, but my internet spouse called me and didn't know I was on the show. So she says hello, by the way.
Hello to DK.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
try
that's
and catch
allowable.
y'all
I mean,
at some point, but I'm gonna
thanks
go
for
get
coming
him
on.
down. So
Thanks,
Bye.
Emily. It's always good to see you.
Tell him to give Mom a break.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye. Is your internet spouse okay?
Oh, she's fine. She's carting the kids around and doing stuff.
Ah, I don't miss those days. I mean, I miss having him little, but I don't miss carting him around all the other activities.
Yes.
Bless you.
Anybody want to pick my next color?
Pick the orange.
Orange.
On the
That's
top.
always good. Yeah.
This one?
It's fall. Sure.
One? Okay.
You
I
dropped
haven't
one
seen
though.
your latest episode yet.
Drop
Where you talk
40.
about your blanket.
Mhm.
Yes,
It's really
is.
pretty.
Thank you.
It's pretty.
It's it is definitely a labor of love. If I didn't like her, I wouldn't be making this. I think I'm gonna change the orange.
What are you going to do when you're done? You're not going to know what to do with yourself.
Oh yes, I am.
Get another blanket.
I have 3 other. I have so many other blankets going. It's not even funny. So I decided I really need to work on this one and try and get it done. How about this orange? That work for you?
Sure.
Beautiful.
Very fall,
Yeah. So,
except for where Joe is. In which case it's spring.
shh.
And
So
you need
anyway.
to pick a project for your own knit along.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I do. I know deep in my heart I do.
I think I'm just going to be a cheerleader this time, Anne. I got so many other things going on.
Yeah, and yeah, I have a project too that. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna have to look up my symbolism. Might be able to pass, probably not. But
Let me know if you need a giveaway.
I mean, I always welcome giveaways. You know, I'm that way. I'm very open. But yeah, I've been gathering little bits and pieces of stuff for this one because it's fun.
She's like a little squirrel.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I have any. I don't think I have any actual Halloween fabric. I have to get on that.
Well,
Yeah, I was saw some stuff in the Halloween aisle at the store today. Did not end up getting it, but
it made you think.
made me think. I was like, I don't know. Maybe you need a giant skull face. Maybe that would be a good giveaway. I'm like, no, it wouldn't actually. That'd be terrible. Stop.
We need to purge our Halloween decorations so bad. Because my son and my husband used to do like animatronics and stuff with the skeleton, but my son doesn't live here anymore, so they don't do that anymore. So it's like, I think it's time for the skeleton people to go bye-bye.
Yeah, I don't do Halloween. I will do
I don't decorate.
autumn.
We don't
I'll
get
do
any.
Thanksgiving. I'll do, but
We don't get trick or treaters, and I live a block away from a school. I don't know where they go, but they don't come in our neighborhood.
we used to get a
They live
ton,
in our neighborhood, though.
and there's a church around the corner, and they used to do trunk or treat that night. So they would go to trunk or treat, and then they'd come back to us. Well, last year we got hardly any trick or treaters, and so the last ones that came to my house were getting like handfuls.
Yeah, we haven't gotten any since we moved here. Really, maybe like 5. And so I don't bother to buy candy for them. I mean, I buy candy so we can eat it, but
Of course.
as you
We have,
do.
we have kids in our neighborhood, but since we've had the dogs or dog now, we don't do how because it just makes the dogs nuts.
Yeah.
Well,
My son's probably having a party like they did last year, but it's not going to be as extravagant as the one they did last year with their decorations because that
well,
took
funny
them a lot
story.
of time to decorate and was expensive. So I think this time they're going to just tell people to come in a costume.
Funny story is our skeletons used to be dressed up as pirates, and then we got a dog named Pirate.
Somebody told me the other day they drove by an antique store and they had one of those Sinclair dinosaurs. And I'm like, how much was it? And it's like, I don't know. It was out front.
We have
It is.
one. We have one right down the road from me.
We do too.
It has a Sinclair dinosaur, and they dress it up and they put
So jealous.
it's right around the corner from me. Yep.
We have a Sinclair gas station that has one too. But they kind of have it hidden. They have plants all around it, so you can't see it unless you know it's there. Which is kind of sad because, it's a dinosaur. You should know it's there.
Yeah.
Very important that you see the dinosaur.
Oh, I love getting foreign yarn because it doesn't have any like yardage or implementation standards.
We talked about this. It's 3 inches by 2 inches, and therefore they'll tell you what the size of the skein is, but they don't tell you how much yardage is in it.
Well, it's 25 grams, and that's all you need for the mohair dare if you use it. So, but I'm just trying to read the Chinese here. I'll have to ingredients. Kid mohair. Okay. 33% kid mohair, 27% wool, 10% cashmere, and 30% nylon.
Trust any of that?
No.
I don't know. It was, like I said, it was like $3 a skein, $4, so I'm not going to stress it. But it's pretty.
Yeah.
And it goes in my bright colors.
It's very pretty. I like that.
Because of Shauna, she had different kind of mohairs for hers, so, I had to do the same thing. Of course. Neil said we have to stalk her, so at least her knitting projects.
Well, I stalk her entirely recreationally, not because Neil said so.
Oh, okay, you do it on your own.
Exactly, on my own time. I also stalk Shauna.
Well, she did, she likes to put out videos, so, people watch her. So. No, I'm only stalking her Stephen West projects.
Yeah.
Because, I haven't done one in a while, and I thought, what, I'll try again this year. When I really should be working on other things, I'm going to cast on that shawl, so.
Of course.
Of course. And then get my blanket done soon, which will make me happy.
I got to frog my love note because I don't want it. Because I wasn't doing the whole lace thing because I don't want to have to wear something under it. So I'm going to frog that. I'm going to put the one that I screwed up on hold. I'm going to worry about that flax for 2 months. I might find another project to go back and forth with if I get bored with the flax.
Ooh,
What you
what are we
got?
looking at?
That was how we used to
Your
decorate.
skeletons.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, Alyssa does that like year round. She's got skeleton stuff out year round.
They enjoyed it quite a lot, but it's time
What color
for them to go away.
What color is your flax going to be?
My
Black.
Oh.
Black.
Okay. It is black. Okay.
And then the beads are going to be, who knows what color. If I find the blue, then I'll use the blues and purples. If not, maybe it'll be the yellow. Maybe I don't know. I might do
Look
the
for that
yellow.
Hobby Lobby bag.
I don't know where I put it. I put it
Well-
somewhere where I wouldn't lose it.
Well, I'm just saying, if you have the black one and you do yellow beads, that kind of ties into your football team. So
And if I put the orange beads, then that's my baseball team. So we're good.
exactly.
Yeah.
There you go. Weird football week.
Ooh, yeah, football.
Therese?
It's only Monday.
It's only-
Football's not going well for me this year
It's
at
starting
all.
right
Oh,
now.
me neither, but I didn't expect it either. So I pulled for my team.
Hopes.
I knew they weren't going to win, but I pulled for them anyway because they're my team. So
There was some suspiciousness this week, but
there were some angry coaches this week.
and
Andy
players.
Reid was one of them. Yeah.
I'm sorry. How did the Browns beat the Packers? How does that happen in any world?
I question that myself.
I don't know.
That was
And
totally
Ant's over there
unexpected.
like, it's Charlie Brown's teacher.
How do the
Uh-uh.
Saints get a Super Bowl winning offensive coach as their head coach and they look like kindergartners on the field?
Okay. Yeah, that guy. Yeah. Yeah. And he looks like he smells bad. Let me just see. I mean, he looks like he's a dirt ball.
Especially in the South with all that humidity.
Right. It's like he doesn't shower. He just splashes on some Old Spice or something, you know, or high karate or some nonsense.
Hi, karate.
Gas station cologne. I'm not a fan.
Well, so far I'm not a fan either.
I only lost like 3 this week. It would have been
I
2
lost more than that, I think.
rounds. Maybe
So
it was
are we,
4.
so
I
are
don't know.
we making Therese put her prediction in first and then
No, that's what Pirate did. The other pirate. That's what the human pirate. He did that week 1. He stole my picks.
well,
Jerk.
the nerve. I'm sorry, go ahead.
What are we looking at?
The one in the pink wig is the owner of our Raiders,
Hey.
Okay.
Davis. I don't know why he was wearing a pink wig like that, but he was celebrating the Aces because he owns the Aces women's basketball team too, I guess. But yeah, he wore a pink wig.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, kind of frightening. I guess it's because one of the players has pink hair. I don't know, but yeah, I'm like, dude, quit worrying about your wig and get better
Right.
players. But,
My team plays in Ireland this week. 9:30 in the morning. Oof.
Is it the first time they played
team
there?
is the Steelers, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't like your.
Okay.
I don't like your quarterback.
Okay.
Never liked
A lot of people don't. That's okay.
Well, that's the great thing about our football group because we all agree we all dislike Dallas. So even though we like we each have our own favorite teams, we all hate Dallas. So it works out well. We have common ground. And we all would prefer the Chiefs to lose except Pirate.
Yeah. And
They're
like
his
this
team.
game tonight, it's the Lions and the Ravens, and I want them to both lose in a 0-0 tie.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Well,
All
I
right.
have a soft spot for the Lions because Jared Goff was not treated well when he was with the Rams.
Well, that's the same thing as Matthew Stafford. He was treated horribly by Detroit. He was hurt all the time because they wouldn't block for him.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't doing so good last weekend. Well, they did win though. No, I don't remember.
There were a lot of messed up quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, a lot of players got hurt this week.
Yeah.
Like season-ending injuries.
Well, Joe Burrow's out for 3 months.
He's out for the whole year.
You might as well
Is he
not
for
come
the
back
whole year now?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that changes things up.
I love Joey B because he was with LSU and he did great things there, but he's kind of a China doll now. He gets hurt really easily.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
he's
guess we probably ought to stop talking about football because
Anne's like
winding yarn.
Hey, you guys.
She's
y'all
doing
are
math in
fun.
her head on how to.
Sitting there. Actually, I'm trying to figure out what bind off I should use on my sweater.
Let's see.
There you go. Important things.
Yeah.
That's a very cute sweater.
It's a cute sweater.
It
But yeah,
is.
I've reached the bottom of it. And yeah, the knit one, purl one. I'm like, should I do a sewn bind off? But I'll have to string out a lot of yarn for that. And yeah, because I want it to be pretty stretchy. So
yeah.
Yeah. What kind of buttons? Or does it have buttons? Because
it has buttons, but I haven't chosen any yet.
That's the most fun part.
I know.
Buttons.
And it's the most debilitating, like
I know.
trying to decide,
And none of the stores near me have decent buttons, so I have to order them.
And there's
I
no
know.
Joanne.
Mine too. Okay,
You're
so
guessing.
So Joan will appreciate this. The other day, I'm in the store, it's the consignment shop, and there was the most ridiculous Mr. Spock sweater. It was square-shouldered. It was gray. It had a shiny thread of fabric through it. It was very square, boxy, with pearl buttons. And I'm like, Anne, you will never wear this. Do not buy this just for the joke. Do not do it. I'm like, but. Mr. Spock, why would you give this up? It's a perfectly good sweater.
That is too funny.
Poor Spock.
My husband is his skin is very sensitive. So he can't just wear anything. So I have to be really careful what I buy him to wear. But I got a kid that's just like him. So when I want to buy a shirt for my husband, I drag the kid along. Is this good? So.
At least you've got, the substitute you can grab to test it for you.
Well, it's funny to me because, I've always felt like 100% cotton is the softest thing you can get, right? He thinks it's itchy.
Huh. Really?
Well, there is some rough cotton. I mean,
there is.
Yeah, my daughter has eczema, so I can't knit with her with anything that's not soft. Like I can't do non-superwash with her because it makes her skin flare up. So I pretty much only use merino for her, or occasionally merino with cashmere if I get a good yarn that has that. But
yeah, I have a couple family members who one of them won't do wool socks specifically, and one of them's like, no, nothing wool. I'm like, I could make you? No, never mind. I couldn't make you? No, also no. Sorry.
No, not if you want to hold up.
No.
Well, I was worried about knitting him socks for a while. I had this yarn that Hobby Lobby used to sell that I would make socks for him out of it. And I discovered that he would make holes in those in like no time. So I was like, okay, I don't want to use this anymore because it's not working.
No, if it's not holding up.
It didn't hold up at all. So it's like, I understand that you like it because it's soft, but no.
Yeah, you have to balance it out. That's for sure.
So has everybody finished everything for all the MALS that are ending soon?
I felt bad. I didn't even start. I meant to make something orange. I really did. You know how much I love orange. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't make anything.
I did, but I'm not submitting them because I already won the Murder Knits one, and I don't want to put my name in for the other two.
Mhm.
Since they're Tabitha's also. So
I got a prize package from Tabitha one time. It was amazing.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's like a giant box of
Of good.
Yes.
Yes. That reminds me, people need to get in their orders for the blocked calendar.
Yeah, it's on the list of things to do.
Neil has put in the
Right
pre-order.
here. Order a block calendar. Turn
Go
in.
to his
Turn
link tree.
in
There's a form.
orange. Turn in white thing.
Of course, there's a form because Amy took that part over.
Yeah.
It should be a fun calendar this year.
Oh yeah. Do you know what's in it?
Not. I know a couple things that are in it, but I don't know. I haven't seen.
But you're not
a lot of it.
talking, is what you're saying.
I can't talk. It's you have to wait till you see it.
Okay.
I got it. My project is finished and blocked. It just needs to be photographed.
I think there's a lot of people at that stage because weather-related issues. They haven't been able to photograph.
Yeah, I didn't want to be like, 90 degrees with green leaves out in the woods kind of thing with bugs and, because my project is alpaca. So it'll be this weekend. It'll be good.
Yeah.
I'm a little stressed about the styling of it, but whatever. It is what it is.
That's okay. You're not going over the top like some of the people are, so it'll be fine.
No, I'm just like, here, I made this thing. Look at it,
I have a question.
Okay.
You know Lynn's knit along the knit 20, make 25 and 25, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm about to hit my 25, but most of them have been sewn bags. And I kind of feel
count.
like eating.
They count too. That's what she said.
Okay.
So, yeah. I haven't been able to post mine because some of them I can't show.
Mm-hmm.
So until I can show them, then I can't put them on there.
I did have to do a white block for one of them.
I am one away from finishing too.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm excited. Maybe the sweater will make it.
I'm a slacker.
I just realized that I finished. Hang on.
I'm hoping to finish one. But
I did
most
finish
of mine are
Me too.
sweaters and one's a blanket. So
You finished 25?
I did. Sorry. Continue.
I'm close, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm having a hard time with the stickers on my phone. They won't go onto the damn thing. Stupid stickers.
You know what I have to do with the stickers? Sometimes it won't save it after I put the sticker on it. So what I do is I just take a picture of that, and that becomes my new thing.
That's what I do.
Good idea. Yeah, because it'll say can't do this or what. It says something.
Right.
Okay.
So whenever it does that, I just take a picture of it and save it.
Okay. And then
crop it
just
and
keep
stuff like
adding
that.
to it. Yeah. Oh, I'll do that. That's what I'll do.
See, I'm good for something.
You're good for a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
See, I never figured out the sticker thing. So
Okay.
It's not hard once you know
You
where
have
to go.
Mm-hmm.
iPhone or
I have Samsung, so I just Googled it.
I
Talks you
do
through
have
it.
an iPhone, but
Okay.
I have, hang on, I put this, my little sheet thing is a total mess. like it, here, one second. You won't be able to see it.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'll turn my brightness down. Nope, still can't see it. Anyways, it is not pretty. I will post it because I finished it, but it is not pretty.
Well,
But it's just like me inserting text over the photo again, and it's just like garbled and everywhere. But I finished it.
yeah, let me see if I can. Okay, here's my grand dog. Oh,
Nope.
sorry. There's my grand dog. So I want to make a sticker out of her.
Okay.
So if you hold it and it
Uh-huh.
sees that little peak,
Mm-hmm.
and it will say,
I wanted to say save a sticker or
it'll
something.
say add sticker.
Mm-hmm.
When you scroll over, it says add sticker.
Mm-hmm.
I'm having difficulties. I should not be teaching anybody anything.
Mine
Okay.
doesn't want to show up on my phone and my photos. It's really annoying. But
So see where it says, I don't know if you can see this, Ann, it says add sticker.
Mm-hmm.
So I will click add sticker and see, it's just a sticker of her.
Mhm.
So that's how you add that sticker. And then,
And then you go to the card, bingo card, and you edit that and you add the
Right.
sticker. Yeah.
okay, so yeah. So like if I was going to add her to my bingo card, let me see. My rotten little baby girl. Okay, so here's my card.
Uh-huh.
All right, so say I was going to add her in that last slot.
Mm-hmm.
I would let me figure it out. I have to figure it out each time because not
Go
that
to
bright.
the edit
Yeah, you go to the
and
little,
the little
edit,
pencil thing. Yeah.
the edit thing down there. Then you find the pencil up there at the top,
Right.
and over here at the bottom there's a plus,
Mm-hmm.
and you do add sticker when you hit the plus,
Okay.
and it'll come up,
Sticker.
and you can see I put her on there, and
Uh-huh.
then I have to make her smaller
Mm-hmm.
so she fits. And then if you try, sometimes if you're done, let you save it, but a lot of times it won't. So what I do is when I get it to this point, if it won't let me save it, I do all that again, but then I just take a picture of it and crop it and stuff.
That's what I'm gonna have to do. Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I should be able to finish, but it's going to be close.
But I mean, look at all her bags this year. Most of mine are bags.
That's okay.
It's okay.
Anyway,
Yeah, I know it's a little late in the year, but it is the busiest knitting time, so I'm hoping I can get 2. I probably won't be able to get 2 done, but let's dream big. Let's
I'm happy I'm almost got 1 done.
Joan, don't worry about your bags because I've been making placemats and
Yeah?
I'll add them on there too. So,
Oh, cool. Cool.
Dug out the fabrics. There was all these, I found these old fabrics, literally old, like from
Mhm.
mid 90s, that when Michaels had a bunch of they used to have a lot of fabrics. And also fabrics that a lot of the selvages say Joanne on them.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of sad.
Oh, I know. Well, I had a sad Joanne moment yesterday when I was drinking my coffee on my show yesterday. I have a cup that says high fiber diet.
Yep.
And I said, oh yeah, I always think of Coggy TM. And she texted me and she goes, I need that cup. Well, you can't find it anywhere.
Mm-mm.
It was like they were clearing out the warehouse and stuff. So I feel bad. So I told her if she wants it, and it's she has to know it's used, but if she wants it, I'll give it to her because that's the name of her podcast. So.
Well, that sucks.
We're not very chatty today, are we?
Sorry, I was just seeing how many more I got to make.
No.
How many I forgot to post on mine. Like I forgot to do my Shark Week, put it on there.
Yeah.
So I had to put that one on. And then I have another hat I can put on too. Okay.
I think
cool.
I think she's going to be getting a lot of filled cards pretty soon.
Well, you got until end of the year, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
I think it's the 29th, though. It's not the 31st.
Oh, Alyssa's birthday. Okay. I can remember that.
I don't know why, but...
Hey, it's her knit along. Make along, she can determine when.
That's right.
That's
and the Tolkien knit along is over tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, and I never even got anything submitted, sadly.
Come to think of it, it might be today.
Yeah, it is. It's the 23rd. It's Bilbo and Frodo's birthday, which is the 23rd of September.
Okay.
Boo.
I just didn't get to any of my Tolkien themed things because of, knit-alongs.
Because of life.
Yeah. Yep.
Life was lifing.
Life was lifing. Unfortunately, it decides to do that,
Hey.
I mean, it's a good thing, but it cuts into your knitting time a lot. But,
I know. I don't know how much crafting time I'm going to get this week.
So just relax. Let your eye heal.
It is what
Last
it is.
week I barely knit. Not this past week. The week before that I wasn't knitting much because of my shoulder. So I totally, do other things.
But
I just haven't felt like it. I'm just like, meh,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was a mental thing too,
Yeah.
Well, everybody's been so down, with the Charlie Kirk thing and
a lot of stuff. Yeah.
So it's, I'm not saying go out and dance and be happy because we don't want that either, but
we'll get through it. We always do.
We'll get through it together.
Yes. Kumbaya and all that.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Oh, that good.
Yeah. So, hey, Liz, I've almost finished your square here.
Yay. Oh, yeah, I have a few more I have to put on my card now that I'm looking.
Yeah, I got to look. I don't know.
I actually have liked having that this year so I can see really easily what I've done.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that I've made and totally forgot about. Like,
okay, Liz, here's your square.
Aw, very cute.
Yay, and it's orange.
It is.
Yeah, it's nice to have somebody else fix the colors for me because I'm like, I am out of ideas. Tell Calvin to come say hello.
He's eating a pork rind right now, I think.
Oh, okay. You can't mess with a dog and his pork rind.
I can't mess with him when he's eating anything. And this dog is a bottomless pit. You'd swear he was 100 pounds.
What
He
kind
never
is
stops eating. He's got his nose in the bag. Get out of there.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a Chihuahua.
A Chihuahua?
A Chihuahua.
I kind of want a smaller dog.
I grew up with German Shepherds and Husky, big dogs. And then the last one we had, Roxy, was a pit bull, a smaller pit bull. And then we rescued this one, who's, I don't know, maybe 10 pounds. I don't even know.
Does he run the house?
Of course he does. Of course he does. He thinks he thinks he's a big dog.
Yeah.
He eats like a big dog. And not dog food. He wants what we have.
Oh,
His
Yeah,
favorite
our
food
pit
is
bull was the
pizza.
same.
you
She
know the
loves
show
pizza
that,
crust.
What? What?
Our pit bull loves pizza crust.
yeah.
Mhm.
You know the show that Pirate kept coming in and looking at me because I had not gone and eaten dinner yet
Mm-hmm.
because he needed to share it with me.
Of
Mm-hmm.
course.
Of course.
He's rotten.
Yep.
And I think that's how all dogs should be.
They're dogs. They
Mhm.
get their own thing.
Yeah. They should be
Well,
spoiled.
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I have a thing for rescue dogs. I think rescue dogs should be
I have
spoiled.
rescued all of my animals.
Ours were all
We
rescues.
we had two, well, one was technically a rescue, but she was a puppy. And then we did buy our boxer, our first boxer. And then we rescued our second boxer. And boy, was
I
he
love
nuts.
boxers.
He was such an, I don't know, he had a bad life before we got him.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Calvin did too. He's got two. Which is it? His right front and his back left. They were crooked because they were broken.
mm,
Yeah.
He lived with some bad people.
yeah. Yeah.
We used to have this little chihuahua, and told stories about this chihuahua before because he was the most ridiculous little creature. He was like this. And the vet looked at him and said, body frame wise, he should be a 4-pound dog. He was a 7-pound dog. He was like this fat sausage with little tiny legs. And he had some issue with his back. It was as if something had grabbed his back and crunched because he did not move well. And I mean, that could have been an injury from any number of things. But and he would when he did get up ahead of steam and he had to work at it, he like pranced so fast. But yes, we would sit there and invent stories of his life before, of all the adventures that he had.
Yeah. Well,
He would do a small dance if we gave him a tater tot. He would get up on his hind legs and like prance a little bit.
I want a dog that size that, like, if they're bugging me, I just put a handle on them and pick them up.
Right.
I cannot do that with, boxers, especially. We had our last boxer, his back end went out,
Oh.
because that's a boxer thing. And he was 90 pounds, so trying to help him go to the bathroom was a little difficult.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I love boxers. My grandmother had one, and she had a pug at the same time. So talk about,
Yeah, growing up, we had a boxer. He was so handsome.
Yeah, they're good dogs.
yeah, I loved. We had two boxers, and I would have another boxer again, except that at our age, I don't feel like it's fair to a boxer
It's a lot of dog.
because we don't
A
have
lot of dog. Yeah.
we don't have kids in the house, and a boxer needs a kid.
Yeah. We can't have dogs where we're living right now, but when we do move to a place where we can, my husband's going to let me get a pocket pit bull, which are adorable because they have all the pit bull love, but they're just smaller. Like they don't get to be 50 or 90 pounds like our other one was,
Right.
because we don't need a dog that big. But pit bulls are just so sweet.
Oh, I love them. But they're big. Yeah. Well, Roxy was probably 50 or 60 pounds. So she was like a mid-sized dog.
Yeah. Ours was.
It is convenient having a small one.
Yeah, ours was 80. She was a big girl, and she was a rescue that my sister-in-law got, and then moved to some place that they didn't allow them without a fence. And so we were only supposed to have her 4 days while they built a fence in their backyard, and we never gave her back because she never built a fence. So
that's how it works.
She became our dog.
Yeah. Trying to find a picture of Buddy.
they're super loyal, and they're very protective. Like,
Mm-hmm.
clearly we didn't treat him like the bad people do, but she was super protective over my kids. Like, she could
Mm-hmm.
knock them down or play with them, but if someone she didn't trust or didn't know, she would always get in between the kids.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
she was so sweet because the mailman loved her, and the
Mhm.
garbage man. We would tie her outside sometimes when the mailman was coming, just so he could come by and pet her. Because
Aw.
he was not afraid of her. He's like, the first time he came, she just laid on her back with her legs in the air, and he's like, okay, I guess she's not one of the aggressive ones.
That's your pit bull or your boxer?
Our pit bull. Our
Mm-hmm.
pit bull. Yeah, she was very sweet. Somebody could break in the house and take anything they wanted as long as they didn't threaten my kids, because she would
Mm-hmm.
just lay and watch them if they tried to take anything. But if they went after the kids, then she would get aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't like cats at all.
Well, we had a boxer we raised from a puppy, and he was 12, and he was having heart attacks. So,
Oh.
so we thought the kinder thing would be to help him cross the Rainbow Bridge,
Mm-hmm.
and then we got a rescue boxer who had all sorts of issues. It was just so sad. Like, he would just try to hide his food. This is him toward the end.
Oh, well, yeah, because they're conditioned by how they're treated before, and you don't know how they were treated.
Right. Well, it's funny. We were told one story, and then we went back and they looked it up, and they said, no, that's not the real story on him. He actually came from a woman who was leaving her husband because of abuse. So they turned him in. Here's our first boxer.
Oh,
I love boxers.
Yeah.
But like I said, I think personally, I think boxers need kids.
they
They
need
love
somebody to run
kids
around with.
so much.
Yeah, our dog got out one time and went down to the kids' school.
Mm-hmm.
And my neighbor called my husband because I was at work. He's like, hey, your dog's here at the school. I've got her, but, I just want to let you know, the school's not real thrilled that the dog just showed up. She loved
Well,
kids.
Timmy's down the well, I'm sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Our first boxer, the one that we raised from a puppy, my backyard is like this. Well, the backyard that's here is a kindergarten playground. My boxer was digging out trying to get the kindergarten break.
Kids, I must have my kids.
It's like, there's kids right there and they want to play with me. They're so scary looking, and it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, kitties are the same, and they can take a 6-foot wall like it's nobody's business.
Yes.
Found that out when we were watching her at first, just watching her for my sister-in-law because she was in the backyard. My son went out and he's like, the dog's gone. What do you mean the dog's gone? She's not in the backyard. Of course she's in the backyard. Go out there. Nope, she's not in the backyard. The neighbor from behind us came around. I think I have something of yours. She had heard his dogs and wanted to go play. So
I remember once I was walking our boxer, and I must have been elementary, maybe early middle school age, and it was all rainy and muddy, and I was kind of in this there was this empty lot that was kind of like a field. I was walking the boxer, and I was wearing one of those plastic raincoats and walking the dog, and he saw another dog and bolted, and I couldn't even let go, and he just dragged me all the way across.
Yeah.
And you're holding on for dear life because you're not supposed to let go of the dog.
No.
My husband has done some butt surfing in his time with the boxers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I watched the girl with the dogs who does the dog and cat grooming, and she grew up with shepherds, German shepherds. And she said nobody messed with her because, she's only 5 foot tall now. So as a child, she was short, and here she'd be walking the big giant German shepherd. She's like, nobody in the neighborhood messed with me. So it was nice having the happy guard dog. No, No, but people don't realize they get dogs that need attention and need stimulation. Like
Mhm.
working dogs like shepherds, they will go crazy if you don't give them stimulus
Mhm.
and things to do and things to think. And
Yeah.
I like her because she warns people about different breeds, saying this is not the kind of breed to get unless you want to spend a lot of time training or a lot of time interacting, because some breeds are not, meant for that. And then some breeds are, couch potatoes and they're fine if you just
Mhm.
don't put the time in. But
Well, Pirate's a couch potato during the day, but at night at 2 a.m. he wants to play. It's like, dog, you're killing me.
you sure you don't have a possum hidden in your house that he's trying to get to?
We've been having well, the other night we went to let him out because he wakes us up in the middle of the night like, I have to go pee. Why didn't you go before we told you? Anyway, so he wakes us up, and my husband was just about to open the door and he smelled skunk and he was like, nope.
Yep. Don't want to mess with that.
No,
We have a skunk that lives in the gutter across the street.
like they do.
Like they do, yeah.
But
My uncle had a pet skunk.
Oh.
He was decented.
Mm. Oh
He
well.
was brown and white. They taught him to use the litter box. He was very smart.
well, I
He was
mean,
a very smart skunk.
I'm sure they're really cute. It's just you're like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, he was decented, so he was an indoor skunk.
well, I'm
But
wondering,
yeah,
because anytime the skunk comes around, he lets fly. And my husband's like, I wonder if like they just have to like unload every now and again.
You better keep tomato
probably
juice.
smells your dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
smells your dog, and he's putting a warning out.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
No,
Pirate would love to
cousin-
go out there with him, and we're like, no.
Right after
My
we
cousin
moved
loves
here, like
pet.
within a week, Roxy got hit by a skunk. I remember that. I was like, we need to keep tomato juice in the house because,
Yep.
not fun.
If there's one skunk, there's more than one skunk.
Yes.
Like raccoons, they're not solitary.
All right, I'm gonna be brave and do a sewn bind off and cut this yarn.
Ooh.
You can do
You
it.
can do it.
Wait, let us pray.
Okay, take a moment. Please let this be enough yarn. Amen.
Yeah. Well, you could always pick one of your other colors to do the bind off, and then do that at the end of the sleeves too, so it's a little bit of color.
Contrast.
I mean,
If
if
you're,
I run
if
out
you're
of
worried about running out.
Mm-hmm.
if I run out of yarn for what I have cut for this sewn bind off, I can start with another yarn and I can weave those two ends in, and that would actually be okay, and we would live, and it would be all right, and it would be a nice sweater. And I don't want to do that.
No.
It's so funny.
No.
And they say knitting's relaxing. Are you kidding me?
Take a breath before you start the sewn bind off.
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be doing an I cord.
Yeah.
Well, and
That takes more yarn.
And,
Oh no! I'm not worried about like physically running out of yarn.
Oh, okay.
I'm worried about cutting it and then sewing my bind off and then running.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
See, I don't cut it. I just pull a whole bunch through,
Mm-hmm.
and then just keep pulling more through until I get to the end, and then I cut it because I'm afraid to cut it.
Or you could just do a knitted bind.
Well, the sewn
Probably be
bind
faster,
off
honestly.
isn't as like the one I use. It's not as even. I should probably learn some of those fancy European bind offs. The Italian and German ones. I don't know how to do those.
I don't
I know
know.
the Elizabeth Zimmerman one. That's the only one I know.
Yeah, that's the one.
so.
Is it Jenny's? I don't know. The one where you put the needle
Hi.
behind the two stitches and
Say
then
hi. Say hi to your friend.
Can you see?
pirate.
Hi, Pirate.
You see?
Tail wagging.
Oh, he's so cute.
Hi, Pirate.
He's so cute.
He's like, where are those voices coming from?
Hi, baby. Okay, bye.
Bye.
He
All
just
you get-
wanted you to know he was there and it's time to go eat dinner.
Yes, that's
To
what he's
eat.
telling me.
Time to
It's
eat.
too early. I don't eat this early.
Mom,
Yeah.
Mom.
No, I have dinner in the crock pot, so my family can make their own sandwiches. Um, makes it easy.
Okay, she's sewing the bind off.
I am. I am.
I'm watching it.
But anyways, as I said, it's because it's going to be a rib. It's not as neat as it could be, but also I really want it to be a stretchy edge on this sweater. I don't want that to be a cinch point.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of sweaters that have a ribbing where they say go down a needle size or two. I usually don't because I don't need
No, because
it cinching in. I'm like, it's fine. I don't need that little shaping there. It's good.
Well, this one, it had you go down needle size, but it also had you decrease before the end. So I'm like, hope this works.
oh, okay.
I always go down in needle size because I'm such a loose knitter.
I might still go down the needle size, but I won't do the cinching necessarily. Like if I'm knitting it for other people, then I will go down whatever needle size it says. But if I'm doing it for me, I don't because I don't want that tighting around the hips. Don't need that.
No. No,
No.
absolutely not.
See my lovely bag I have for knitting political fun run, my memento mori.
Ooh.
My daughter got it on Amazon for me.
Nice.
She's discovered that I like all kinds of bags, even cheap tote bags. So
I have to show you this bag that I made. So I had this t-shirt, and this is back before he was ridiculous. So I had this t-shirt.
Aw.
So this is before he went all goofy and so at some point I wasn't like I'm an adult, an older adult, so I'm not going to wear a t-shirt, an M&M t-shirt. So I'm like, let me make it a project bag. So that's what I did. I made a t-shirt into a project bag. So
That's cool.
Slim Shady. And this has a
Back when he
brioche
was,
project in it that needs
back when
some,
he was rebelling against the man, not becoming the man.
right? Yeah. I even made the little handle. It's
Aw.
yeah, this is back before when he was
Not crazy.
well, he's always been crazy, but now he's like anti everything he wasn't anti. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
he's
see that
gone more
Morris
mainstream.
canceled a concert in Boston?
What's that?
Morrissey canceled a concert in
Yeah,
Boston for
because he's
security.
claiming death threats because of Charlie Kirk.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
see what that would have to
No,
do with him.
nobody cares about you that much, okay?
Well, no, Morrissey
thinking-
is more conservative. They won't publish his albums in English.
Oh, okay.
He was
Oh.
very pro-Brexit. I don't know if he's conservative in other policies, but he was very anti-lockdown too.
I've
Well,
seen
he was
I've seen
saying
a number of
he was
people
getting
that,
threats.
yeah.
I'm
And I'm
seeing
like,
a lot
I'm
of
standing up.
accountability.
Yeah.
Like all these people who are upset about people losing their jobs were perfectly fine about people losing their jobs for COVID talk or any other thing.
They want
we
to
were
put
just
us
told
in
that's
camps. We're
that's free
Nazis,
speech.
but they want
There's
to put us in
consequences
camps.
to your free speech. Yes, there are, and now you're the ones who's
Yeah.
learning from them. And I'm sorry, teachers are allowed to have their politics, but teachers that celebrate somebody getting assassinated should not be around children.
Don't
Right.
be teaching my
Thank you.
kid. Nope.
I mean that's just basic humanity.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't be around telling kids like that teacher in Canada that showed the video to his 10-year-old students.
Mm-hmm.
If I were
Oh,
a parent,
oh,
I'd be
I
really
was-
annoyed.
if I was a parent, I would be losing my mind right now.
Yeah.
It's bad enough when I lived in Vermont. I was up at the kids' school a lot, and this is back in the early 90s when they were just starting. It was just starting really there. Then I was up at the school a lot with their different curriculum, math your way, reading your way, all the goofy math stuff.
Core. Ugh.
Yeah,
I
the
got my
Common
son in
Core.
trouble
That's
because
what
of that.
Common Core started. Yeah.
I got my son in trouble for teaching him how to add in his head
Mm-hmm.
because they were supposed to show their work, and I'm teaching him how to add, and he got in trouble for not showing his work. And I'm like, but
Yeah.
isn't it better to be able to do that without having to write it out on pen and paper? And they're like, no,
Mm-hmm.
no, no, he has to show his work.
When
Mm-hmm.
So,
when I told my kids that I had to learn math before there were calculators,
Mm-hmm.
they just about freaked out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
And
mean,
now you have
calculators,
one on your wrist all the time.
yeah, for all the teachers who said, you need to learn this because it's not like you're going to be carrying a calculator around with you everywhere.
Here.
Ha ha.
Yeah. And I use it when I'm in Hobby Lobby to figure out how much my discount is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were wrong. But that was technology. The thing is, people now forget that it's only been a short time that so much technology has been around.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Therese, we were in high school before we saw our first computers.
Oh Lord.
of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah, the what is it? The Commodore 64.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then the one from Radio Shack. What's the one from Radio Shack?
The TX.
Yeah,
the
we
TR
had
something.
I had that. And then of
We had
course
the Commodore.
your Atari, the first Atari ones that came out,
And the Macintosh. That was the first real computer.
Oh yeah, the Apple stuff. Yeah, Mac. Mm-hmm.
But it's like people now, they don't realize that this technology is just such a short time
Mm-hmm.
because, I mean, if you look at it, it's the same thing if you look at flight to landing on the moon was what, 60 years? That's really not a long time
That was in the
for that
60s.
much.
Yeah.
Yeah. So technology changes really fast. So, people
Very fast.
might mock our generation for not being able to do things or knowing things because we didn't have the ability to.
Well,
Life
I mean,
changes fast. You better keep up.
I can
I gotta tell my
usually
daughter,
Quoting
if we had to write a
Ferris
paper,
Bueller now, so
yeah, if you had to write a paper, you had to go to the library and find your own sources.
with the
Or use the encyclopedia.
Dewey Decimal System card
Right.
catalog.
It's not like you could Google or download or any of that. And you had to learn how to write bibliographies yourself. You didn't have a program you could just
Oh,
pop your books
jeez.
in and they make your own
With all your
bibliography.
with all your notations at the end. Oh Lord.
And
Teresa,
typing
all with-
footnotes where you would have to move the
Footnotes.
typewriter up half a step so you could get the number in the right spot so you could type it.
Footnotes.
Yeah, see,
Yes.
they don't have to do any of that now. It's all calculated for them, and it's like,
And
Yeah.
AI's doing it for them. Yeah.
Yeah.
My,
there's a lot of AI.
A friend of mine, she's a tutor, and she still keeps in contact with one of the gals that she tutored before. And this gal's like, I'm gonna fail history class. And she's like, okay, it's like, show me what the deal is. And she's like, well, this history teacher is terrible, is not teaching them history. It is French and Indian War going into Revolutionary War, and they're not actually naming people. It's kind of like, and this just happened. And that they will go over things in the book, and it'd be like, oh yeah, so the Boston Tea Party, no taxation without representation, what does that mean? Then they'll have like a class discussion, and then the teacher will be like, well, nobody really knows what it means, and then moves on, and be like, no.
Excuse me, Sam Adams knew what it meant, okay? He printed it in his newspaper.
Exactly, but it's like, this is the founding of America was incredibly ideological. They wrote, they talked, they discussed, they wrote it out, they newspapered, they pamphleted, they wrote letters to their buddies. Like, there is so much information about what the founders thought about it, why they argued for this versus that. And
there's a problem now, specifically right now in Michigan. There is a township that has not had representation since February. And the governor, up until like last week or the week before, refused to call a special election to fill the seat. But now she decided to, but it's May of 2026. So these people will be, 15 months without representation.
Yeah, that's not good.
And yeah, there are some people complaining, but not enough, because I don't think the people know. Why are you paying taxes then? You know,
Yeah. But
this is
anyways,
what the country was founded on. Yeah.
yeah. But anyways, my friend, she told.
Sorry, I took it off the rails.
Sorry.
No, that's totally
Tangent,
fine.
sorry.
No, it's true. But anyways, she gave him the full, Boston Tea Party deal. The gal knows now. It's okay.
Yeah.
She's like, let me tell you about how cool the Boston Tea Party was, and goes off about it. That was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, we know a lot about what happened then. There were so many letters and documents, and
Oh yeah.
it's
The
not like,
Federalist Papers. Yeah.
this happened in 1300 and we don't have a lot of sources except monks. We have a lot of sources that are still, there. We still have the physical letters from, it was only 200 years ago, people, 250 years ago. It's not like it was a century ago.
Right.
But
And a century ago, we have a big book that tells about a lot of stuff that happened then. Yeah.
It
it's
kind
crazy.
of reminds me of the first Thor movie, in the Marvel universe, where they were like, in the mystical years of 1,000 years ago, the aliens who were, the Norse gods came to Earth, and I'm just like, and watching this, like, oh yeah, like actually 1,000 years ago is pretty well documented. I mean, like, you don't have the most information about it, but it's like, yeah, there's historical records. There's, I mean, I'm not saying that aliens couldn't have visited and maybe there was not much made about. I mean, hypothetically, that could be true, but also, what are you saying here? Like, it's like the Roman Empire was,
come and gone by then. So,
about the Roman Empire, and are you saying that in the middle of the Roman Empire now we didn't know about the Norse aliens? Like, it was kind of a wacky premise that way.
Yeah, they don't think things through sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. We'll see what happens. All they're doing is remaking new things. Like now they're remaking that Jennifer Lopez Anaconda movie with Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
Why?
Exactly.
Oh, I like Paul Rudd
Why?
though, but why?
I do too, but why? Like, it wasn't that great a movie the first time, so.
Stop remaking stuff. Come up with a new idea.
Yeah, these genius people, they have so much creativity and they're so smart and they're so much smarter, but they come up with nothing.
Yeah, it's like, oh, another remake. They're remaking, whatchamacallit? Sharon Stone movie, where she wasn't wearing panties.
Yeah.
Alien?
No, the one, Basic Instinct.
Basic Instinct.
Oh, okay.
Like, why?
No, I was looking this past week. I'm like, is there anything coming up in theaters? And I did not recognize a single name. Now, maybe they are making new things, and I just don't recognize them. But like, I haven't heard. I was like, oh, they're making a new Downton Abbey movie. That's what I recognize, and I'm not a
that's out now.
Like, I know what that is, but I've never heard.
Well, it's just like the Emmys or the Grammys and all this. I'm like, I don't even know who any of these people are.
No. Well, it's like they re-released Jaws for the 50th anniversary in certain theaters. It made more money than new movies actually made.
Well, our theater re-released Toy Story, so I'm sure that did well. Who doesn't want to see Toy Story?
Yeah. Better than Stephen King's new movie? Yeah.
Yes, that's so funny.
Yeah, he's backtracking as fast as he can because somebody said maybe, Charlie Kirk's estate might sue him. And suddenly he changed,
Yeah, and it was
coming back tomorrow night.
Feeble, yeah.
Kimmel's coming back tomorrow night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Disney caved.
Yeah, like they do.
I think he'll apologize.
But I don't believe him. I don't believe him. So
I don't believe it. It won't be a true apology. I think that they're letting him come back, but they're not going to renew his contract.
Oh, you mean like Colbert?
Colbert?
Yeah, because they're losing $60 million a year on Kimmel and Colbert. I mean, that's the thing. The late night shows aren't bringing in any advertising money or audiences, And I think they're all going to end when their contracts are up. They're going to let them, because if they fire him now, they have to pay out the balance of the contracts,
Mhm.
and they don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
say that's why Colbert's still on until his is not renewed.
Right.
Gutfeld gets more views than all of them put together.
Yeah. I would say the question is not if he will cry, but how many times he will
Right.
cry.
Right.
You think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's his thing. Yeah.
I think
I'm
he's
sure,
so
you know.
arrogant that he won't apologize.
He will.
I think Disney's
He'll
going to
give
make
us
him apologize.
ass.
Well, he won't cry about Charlie Kirk. He'll cry about, you know,
Yeah, some other
his-
things. But I think
Some
I
First
think
Amendment right that is
I
not
think
even
the affiliates will
Oh,
force
yeah.
him to have an apology. I think the
Hope
affiliate
so.
stations, there's enough of them that they'll make Disney make him apology. It won't be a real apology. It'll be a fake apology because, you know,
No.
but, and I get, you know, people are like, oh, the FCC, that's government interference. But if you think about it, the percentage of political guests that he has on that show that are Democrats give free advertising to them, and they're legally, the networks are supposed to give the same amount of free advertising to both parties.
Mhm.
Well,
And they
that's what
don't.
the View. They're having a problem with the View right now. They're investigating.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah,
I hope
and I would much rather them, you know, cut it out and be honest. But you know, it's the whole thing where, well, Democrat policies are just good sense. It's the Republicans that are evil and political.
Well, okay.
Yeah, that's their attitude. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I knew he was going to come back. They weren't going to let him go because Hollywood's protesting. But you know,
Calvin's looking
all
at
those
you.
actors and actors, it's the end of democracy. It's free speech. It's like they're his boss, and if he's not upholding what his boss wants, yes, his boss can fire him. That's how the real world works. See, celebrities don't live in the real world anymore, so they don't understand how these things work.
Right.
Like they don't understand that you have certain requirements with your job.
They live on Reddit all day long. Okay, that's
Yeah.
not the real world.
No. And all these people who are losing their jobs, and it's not about politics anymore. It's about celebrating a man's death.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why they're getting fired. It's not because they're Democrats or leftists or it's because they're vocally celebrating an assassination.
You're
Do
nasty.
you notice
Like
how
they don't
many
get that. They're like, and the ones who are still putting out new content against it's like, I think they're trying to get fired so they can sue. But most states are right to work states,
Ain't gonna happen. Yeah.
and it doesn't matter because everybody's got social media contracts now anyway.
But Jimmy Kimmel, it's like, oh well, you've been fired. It's like, well, I'm sure your internet show will do very well because everybody loves you being such a free speech warrior.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you should start your own show, you know, where you're not tied down by the shackles of the network. Let's
Mhm.
see. Oh,
He
wait.
has 200 people working on that show. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, what did 200 people do?
Right. They're not making jokes, that's for sure, because they're not.
No, yeah. And that's the point a lot of people made, like Vance made. Vance, like, where's the joke?
Mhm.
Like,
But to
you know,
Ann's point, I just found a show today. What's it called? Chewed Up. So if you guys remember, there was a show on ABC a while back called The Chew, and it's a cooking show. And it had
yeah, I remember that one.
Had that Clinton guy from Don't Wear That, whatever it's whatever.
Oh, what not to wear?
Right.
Yeah, what not to wear.
And,
Yeah, Clinton.
and it was that Mario guy, which nobody wants to be around anymore. And so anyway, they said that ABC kept telling them, oh, we're going to bring it back. We're going to bring it back. But they never did. So they're like, okay, fine. We're going to do it ourselves. And now it's on YouTube. I just watched the first one today. They're going to do it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And it's very free. And you can tell they're kind of bitter at ABC about something went down or whatever. But they swear. And it's not like, they're dropping F-bombs every time, but it's freer than it was. And they're looser than they were because they don't have the constraints, like Ann was saying, over the network, on their backs, watching their every move. I'm sure they still have some kind of parameters, but it's YouTube, and it was interesting to watch. So we'll see where that goes. And I think you're going to see more and more people with alternative media.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, because nobody can trust the real media.
Well, no.
They
Yeah,
lie
but
about everything.
I mean, the people will go wherever the content they want to see is, or the content they want to hear is. They will, if the show they want to watch is on network TV, if it's on YouTube, if it's on wherever, they will go towards that. But the thing with Jimmy Kimmel and the ones like him is that he's been so pushed in your face all the time that it's like actually not many people want to see this. I'm not interested in this. I don't want to see clips from this show. I'm sorry. I'm not. Not my thing.
They said his ratings are terrible, so we'll see.
Yeah, they're down 43% from last year.
Yeah.
Which we're already down. It's like the Emmys. Nobody watches award shows anymore.
No.
Because they're all political.
Well,
it's
and
like
people our age don't know who those people are.
I don't know.
Well, I've seen a lot of the old black and white Oscars and things, and they would get the whole thing done in like an hour and a half because all they do was about the movies. Get up there, say your thank whoever, and go. It wasn't political speech. It wasn't all these entertaining numbers. It was just really, they'd have a couple songs and they would just get through it. And it wasn't these giant productions where people have to put out their political views and
yeah.
Well, and now who wants to see an award show for movies you haven't seen?
Right.
True.
No. Although I do like when Ricky Gervais gets on there and just torches them all. That's kind of entertaining.
That is entertaining. Yeah.
Does anybody else wish that he had a late night show?
Right?
He would be hilarious.
That would be good. Because he has 0 F's to give. He just doesn't.
Yeah. Well, they can't cancel him because
right.
He's uncan because he won't let himself be canceled.
Right.
It's like, that's the thing. A lot of people who get canceled, they just quit. They stop doing what they were doing in the first place and they're done and they're canceled. And if you do that, then they've won. Or you can just keep doing what you're doing. It'll blow over. They'll go after someone else and you'll just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
There's this one guy who I admit I've been watching a lot of his videos this past week, and pretty famous YouTuber. His name is JonTron, and he is so funny. Lots of foul language, warning y'all. Yeah. But just like I will be sitting there, and it'll be like the stupidest video, and I will be crying. I am laughing so hard about whatever is going on. I'm like. And he had his own little cancellation thing that happened to him too, and he's come out the better for it. But he only does videos every once in a while. And I'm like, what? Okay, if you are somebody who wants to do a comedy sketch show, it's like you are a fool if you are not throwing like fat bricks of cash, just chucking them at this guy's head. Like he has an audience. He's funny. He's very good at sketches. So, yes, he has a team. He has a production company. Take that guy if you want to start up a thing. The late night guys aren't funny. Find someone who is funny first and then go from there.
Yeah, I like to watch JP Sears videos too because he's funny.
Oh, yeah.
And
he's funny.
The one he did, the woman who did the thing about her husband and how she didn't know if she wanted to stay in the marriage and the husband's great and all, but he did a response as the husband. And it's so freaking funny because it's like, well, she told me I need to, clean the house all day. So, she's right. I don't do enough. It's like responding to everything she said in the video as the henpecked husband. And it's like, you just feel so sorry for this guy because he has no self-worth, no self-love whatsoever, but he plays it so serious that it's hilarious.
Yeah. Well, I think you're also starting to see a shift, and I saw on, he was the host, but you're seeing a shift in the content of the people who are becoming popular. That Nate Bargatze is one of the funniest comedians, and he actually was the one that hosted the Emmys. I saw him before that. He's very funny, but he's also very, very clean. And it shows that, you don't have to be, and trust me, I like a lot of the, the blue comedians.
Yeah.
But
We grew up with Richard Pryor and Andrew Dice Clay.
I went all the way back to those, and Eddie Murphy, all of them, and even some of the ones now. But you don't have to be that way, and you can still be very, very funny.
Right.
And he's really skyrocketed recently.
Well, I mean,
There's a shift, I think.
To go back to what I said before, it's not, I don't mind, if people curse, whatever, I don't care. It's just when every other word is the F word, it's like, come on, find something else.
Yeah. And I think there's a value that people forget in just plain content that you are okay with anybody watching. You're not afraid if your kid's going to come in the room or if grandma's around or if anything else.
Mhm.
It's on the TV and you don't have to be worried about it.
Right.
Yeah,
That is a very underserved market, and it's a very necessary market. And I mean, even in political commentary world and news and other things, that it's like, well, you need that. You need that level of,
Mhm.
you do.
it's okay if everybody's in the room. And which is
What used to be normal is now
right.
Yeah.
And also it's like, yeah, I want to go out and inform people. I'm like, that's nice. Young families aren't going to be able to watch your content as easily. Are you thinking about informing them? Are you thinking about, no.
Yeah, who's your target audience?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. We probably ought to finish up because I need to go
Yeah.
eat dinner.
Yeah. Pirate's been in here twice already, so.
Oh, well.
Pirate's hounding Joan.
Summoned. Yeah.
Time for me to go eat dinner for him.
Yeah, there are a lot of cats, right? There's less offensive choices too.
Yeah.
Oh, did somebody say something to me on it?
No, she's just said the constant GDs that people throw out, they could use less offensive choices.
Right.
To be fair, if you watch people getting arrested, none of them have great vocabulary.
No. But, I mean, to that point, that's
correlation.
Why I expect more of all of these people that have all of these degrees. I expect more. I'm sorry.
Exactly. You tout
They're
your
being
education.
edgy and relatable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They're showing they didn't pay attention in English class.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, vocabulary is important.
Yep. I swell
at
a sailor, but not in public.
Yeah.
Well, it's time and place. There's a time and place for speaking different ways, and
what I was talking about is all the people that are like making TikToks of themselves. And it's like, I don't know. I'm just an old fuddy duddy. Sorry.
No, it's respect and it's decorum or whatever.
It's like it's respect for yourself though too, because how do you want to be seen? Do you want to be seen somebody who only knows like 3 words? Or do you want to be seen as somebody who you want people to listen to what you say and take it seriously? Then you need to put it forth in such a way.
Right. Or do you want to be a person that has to get bleeped every other word?
Right. Yeah, that's no fun. You can't watch something when they're,
I know. There's not enough context there to know what they're saying.
It's like on YouTube videos when they bleep out words because you can't say
I'm coming. Sorry.
People not being alive anymore and different types of crimes on these videos. It's a court video and you're not sure what they're being tried with because they keep beeping out everything when they read the charges. You're like, did he rob a store? Did he axe somebody? Like, what exactly did he do? Because that's how it's beeped out. It's like, people are grown up enough to, hear bad words.
Yeah.
And if they're triggered, maybe those aren't the kind of videos they should watch.
Right.
So,
all right, guys.
We'll leave Anne to her stone mind off and hope she doesn't run out of yarn.
I only have that much left.
Look. Oh, wow. She's quick.
Very nice. I'm going to go eat and work on blanket coffins.
I'm going to watch foosball.
I would like to get it done at some point soon. It won't be done by October, sadly, but hopefully I can work on it when I'm not working on my puritanical projects and get it finished.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. Puritanicals, man. Sorry, I love this event. I love throwing knit-alongs. I think they're fun. Throwing a party
I
for all
love
you.
the fact that you have no clue what you're doing and it's less than
Yeah.
a week away.
Well, I've got
And it's
other.
your knit along.
I've got the rules. I've got some of the prizes.
You just
You
don't
know.
have the pattern.
I know the logo is coming along
Plan.
beautifully. Like, I mean, yeah, it's good. Working.
Well, I know my hat's going to be color work, but I haven't quite charted it out yet, how I'm going to place the charts. But I'll probably wing it when I make the hat because, I'm not like Neil. I don't do the charts for fun. So,
It's so funny.
no, I'm glad he does. I'm glad he enjoys that. I don't, though.
Mm-mm.
Oh, I
That's
did
not my
tell my
thing.
brother I'd make him a scarf with skulls on it.
You did mention that.
There you go.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
I'm making a sweater.
Like,
I can't hear
He
you.
likes he likes a scarf better than a cowl.
He would, yeah. He's a
Hi,
scarf.
Joe.
My son was a scarf person until he realized that he didn't have to worry about the ends coming out if he had a cowl,
Well,
and that converted him.
maybe I'll make them both. See how he feels.
There you go. All right, thanks, chat, for coming and hanging out with us.
Oh,
Finish up your MAGA and your knits in white satin, and
Turn
get those
it
entries into Neil. Turn it in. I think he's got a good many entries, so that's
We
fine.
lost
Joan again.
Pirate took her.
She must
Drag
go
out
eat.
through, eat supper. So I can have some.
Yeah, I need to eat because I haven't had much to eat today.
Oh no.
There's meat in the crock pot, and there's rolls. They can make sandwiches. So she's back again. You thought Pirate took you away?
No, I couldn't hear. The phone came through. They were telling me about my appointment. So had to listen to that.
Fair enough.
Well, good luck with your surgery.
Good luck with
Thank
your
you.
surgery. We'll be thinking of you.
I think it's just going to be,
It's not as big a deal as you think it is.
You'll be fine.
Hopefully,
They've really changed. The technology's improved a lot.
I just want to be able to see better because I'm not doing good now for sure. So anyway,
Got to see better to make more bags.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm almost kind of wondering if I shouldn't wait till after that to make any more bags because my lines haven't been too straight lately. So anyway,
Well, you make them with love, and that's what counts.
Yep.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for Emily too for coming.
Yes.
Mhm.